I'm with Alan Davis, Operations Director from Electrasure. And Alan, we've just finished a roundtable at Gaydon, the British Motor Museum. How was it for you?
It was good. It was good. It was nice to see a few faces I'd seen before, lots of new ones, and to kind of get a handle on where people were in terms of their EV journey, their charging journey, their telematics journey. We covered a lot today. It was good.
And some surprises in the room, because there were fleet managers saying, I bought some kit years ago and it won't speak to other back offices, and quite complex.
Yeah.
But you were able to bring some good news to them.
Yeah, we are starting to find that people have, as I call it, toed it. They've had a little go. They've tried out some charging. They sometimes have gone with the sort of first provider that they've put their finger on or whatever, and found that there's quite a closed operation. They're kind of stuck, or at least they think they are. But it doesn't necessarily have to be the case, as I was trying to explain. We have what we call an adoption practice, where we can take on people's existing footprint as well as expanding their infrastructure as well. So there was a lot of interesting conversation around what's there now and what they need, and how we can help, for sure.
And how are you finding business generally? Because with the government pulling back on the 2030 commitment to phase out new petrol and diesel cars, are you finding that people have said, oh, well, we won't bother with charging, then we won't bother with electric vehicles?
Absolutely not, because certainly as a business that historically, certainly, and even now, and the majority sells to businesses itself, is very much a B2B business. The private sector is still hungry for the journey. There's still their business cases out there for carbon reduction, for running EV vehicles, and then there are regulatory requirements for them to carry this out. As I said in the room, we have customers with contracts that rely on them running zero emission fleets. So the government can roll back their guidelines, their mandates, their deadlines for the zero emission vehicles, but ultimately, certainly from what we've seen, it makes no difference whatsoever. And as was said in the room, the OEMs certainly have invested so much money in it that they're going to keep pushing the envelope.
Yeah, and there wasn't one fleet in that room today who said, oh yeah, well, we've taken our foot off and we're not going to bother doing this. They're absolutely committed to moving to net zero transport.
Yeah, and as I say, but historically it's been a bit of an uncertainty. At some points, a bit of a pain for, they're uncertain about it, skeptical of it maybe. But now they're seeing not only the benefits in terms of the environmental benefits and the PR and things like that, but they're also seeing that business case, which we haven't seen before, where to all businesses, whether it be private, public or otherwise, it's making sense commercially for them to move to zero emission vehicles.
Absolutely. Alan, you'll be there delivering charging and making it all happen. Thank you.
Thank you.